I mean, I feel what they trying to do though. Might as well let what's his name, Jared Stidham go ahead and get up.
Why I got out here see your friend request and shit? Huh?
Huh?
I said why I got on the game like I seen your friend request and shit.
Mm.
His name. Yeah. Hold on, dude. His just showed up with mine. I didn't have to send no request. It was different. I was looking for Janelle and I couldn't find that shit. Maybe because we got our party a lot in our minute. That's why probably. Yeah, I just so the other boys couldn't jump in. You know, people jumping and listening and doing what you're doing. Oh, you ain't got to be private for me to send it to him. I just sent you later on. You want me to unlock it? You send something to him? Just unlock it for 1 second. I'm going to send him a friend request. He'll accept. Then you can lock it back.
A friend? A friend? Who gonna send a friend request to?
I'm just saying you. I mean, you ain't friends, so he got a little block that like that. Say you wanted to add you. He changed your name. Oh, yeah, I got that too. All you gotta do is click on the plus. I click on the damn plus. Yeah, you click on it and you hit send. I'm doing it now. Now you should get it. It says, no, you don't have to do it. It says you already added this player to your friend list. It's just because his name changed. He's already on your friend list. Yeah. Yeah, because when I tried to add him, it told me I couldn't add him. Yeah. Alright, we good. I'm gonna just watch y'all. I got one of between y'all two. Alright. What team should I put on? I go with my Bucks. Hell no, I'm going with my Bucks. As long as you ain't going to Patriots, I go with my Bucks. Oh, Mel ain't playing the Patriots? What the hell? What are you playing with? You trying some shit? I like that. What you change about? You just change your picture on it look like to me.
I ain't change my picture. I should change my online name.
You got Jamel B95. That's what I got.
Yeah, he gonna stay up there for the 3 days. See.
Trying to tuck this shit in like that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams just about a 3.5-hour drive from each other on Florida's I-75. The Jags and Bucks are underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will...
Call on, let's switch to quarterbacks now. Oh, never mind. me 1 second, right quick, Mo. Just switching the players out. Hear me, Mo? Hey, I see you still got a countdown on my ass. Yeah. I'm ready.
Be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Black 25 behind. Here we go, D.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, pick your game up.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Winston. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Ready? 70, Indy.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Minshew. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Jones. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Escaping the pressure right. Looking long for Westbrook. He's got a man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Minshew. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Minshew. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw would turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
High 7. Go.
On 4th down, Minshew. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Again, he finds an opening. And down to the 27-yard line. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. William Golston drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going to try and throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check, 45 to Mike. Check.
Hey.
That's right.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Off the play fake, Winston. On the crossing route, complete. That's Hudson. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Fournette, a first down carry.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Minshew. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Minshew sets to throw. Open is Swain, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking long for Westbrook. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The surprise 2nd-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 12. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A first throw for the backup Foles. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now Foles.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got Swaim here as tight end outright. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Foles over the middle, it's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Foles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Shaquille Barrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Throw left side to his tight end, Swain. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line. I got motion.
Foles. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know.
2nd and 3. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Pick!
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Chris Conley. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down and goal.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Kill. Hey, 5 on the 50.
On play action, Winston. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Let's go, baby.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Calais Campbell on the stop. Play fake. Winston. They'll roll him out right. On the crossing route, complete. That's Hudson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? He's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 1-yard touchdown reception as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Looking long for Westbrook. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. Thank goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Flush to, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Leonard Fournette, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
It's caught inside the 25. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points. Continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being
I can't hear
in
what
the
you
zone.
said. Talking too loud.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.
Good. that shit no more. Don't say that, big dog, cause your voice play on my live screen, big dog. Shit, oh my big dog. Send the invite. Oh my. Get the. I know. Oh, I know. I would try. Yeah, I'll try. I know. Nah, my friend. That is. Mel ain't picking that damn team no damn more. That's what it is. So what? Shit. I'm just looking at the shit. I'm just looking at the shit right now. That damn offense is a 6-8. Would not pick their ass no damn more. Ain't make no damn sense. Can't get no separation. Can't get no damn block. Would not pick their ass no damn more. Oh, you talking about shoot?
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, black and white. Nah, I see a picture of him. Give me one second.
Mike, here we go. 180! Mike. Get your swarm on!
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the
I
tight
said up
end.
front, wish you might.
They get 17
Two
on that one, and the Niners
two
have
plays,
a
I need
first
pick a
down.
play, to be honest with
It's
you.
pretty evident what
I
they
ain't saying
want
which
to do, the
come I
same
pitch,
connection to
but
start
back
the
in
game on
game.
back-to-back throws.
So when you've got a big-time target, you've got to go to him. The flip side is, shouldn't the defense know that? They should be better prepared.
Absolutely, they're going to have to step up and in a hurry. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4, Garoppolo. And this one complete to Levine Toilolo. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
First, 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mostert. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Check 4. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Now Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Yeah.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. A first carry now. This is Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Williams. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Are you talking about that? I got it. It's a free downloadable game.
Yeah, boy, down a touchdown.
Nah, I'm saying
already,
it was a
but
free
they're gonna line
like
up
a
to
couple
go
of months
for it
ago. He
on
ain't free
their
no
side
more.
of the field. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on on downs.
53, Mike, 53. 3 buds. Alert 3.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Coleman. And an alley to run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
Here we go. 180!
Who's on 85? Come on, baby. Let's get this. Single.
Garoppolo now on third and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital.
Oh, they did my YouTube
on the board.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be in search of their initial points of the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Rolling to his right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
Mahomes now on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 40. The 20. 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go play fake. Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. He was looking for Watkins that time.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that
play. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Let's go one more.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Eric Armstead in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad.
If you print it into a double team and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On first down, Coleman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Gold is good. And that one ups the lead to 22-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up. Past the 40-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Mahomes now to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Sliding out of the pocket. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And an alley to run. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Rush in. Rush in.
15. My side.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On first down, Coleman. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 44 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 46-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go. 180. 11.
54. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On third down, here's Coleman. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A nice run leaves him just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot? Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
We don't want this. Check.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, jumping over. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Coleman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 22 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Williams. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. On 2nd down, Williams takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, 57, 57.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Nick Bosa getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
21.
Coming to you, coming to you.
On first down, Coleman. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
It's Coleman here, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And that's caught inside the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Now Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So the victory here for San Francisco.
Good game, man.
And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert. And it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll get ready for the trek back to the